This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, January the 6th, 2015. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run at noon today. Cold air is going to be coming in. That's going to be the main theme this week. Cold air coming in from the North Pole, the Arctic Ocean, the Arctic Circle, straight across Canada into the upper Midwest and Great Plains. This is going to bring temperatures down mainly into the single digits to lower teens today, but that's going to be nothing compared to what it will be on Wednesday. Lows tonight will drop into the single digits and teens below zero. And then on Wednesday here, you can see some snow across the Great Lakes, but around here, sunshine, but it's going to be deceiving. Highs will barely make it to zero in the far southern counties and single digits below zero elsewhere. Wednesday night will be another cold night, but then Thursday it warms up into the teens and 20s above zero. This is ahead of another clipper system that's going to come through. Most of this moisture will be to our north. Can't rule out a flurry in our northeastern counties, however. And then it's back to the cold air again. Highs in the single digits, lows at or below zero. And this looks to last both Friday and into the weekend as well. Any precipitation looks to remain well to our south and across the Great Lakes at that point. Here's Saturday, still a little bit of lingering lake effect over the Great Lakes. Some rain beginning over Texas with a bit of Gulf moisture beginning to come up there. But no real big significant systems around here at least at this point. Sunday, though, a little disturbance moves through that could kick off a snow shower. We'll have to wait and see about that. We'll keep looking at the models in the coming days to see if that's of any significance. It doesn't look like it at this point. We look into Monday. Still cold. It's still remaining cold. It won't be bitterly cold by this point. Highs may be about 5 or 10 degrees below seasonal levels instead of the 20 or 30 we're going to be nearing early or later on this week. And then into next Tuesday, we have a disturbance to our east, another disturbance to our west. The flow mainly coming out of the west, so it's still going to be slowly building the temperatures back towards seasonal levels, back into the 20s to around 30. Any precipitation by next Tuesday, by the looks of this, will still be off to our west and off the east coast. So it looks to be rather cool or cold and rather dry for the next couple of days. As we go into the extended period here, this is the 16th. Disturbance is coming in from the west. You can see the flow is still coming out of the west. You don't see the lines coming straight from the north like you do later on this week. So the temperatures are still remaining fairly seasonal. Could see a pretty significant storm system if this is to be correct. We'll keep watching this in the coming days and see if this trend continues. Another storm moving into the west as well. Another storm moving out of the Canadian Maritimes. At the end of the forecast on January 21st, another system, another disturbance coming into the Central Plains, another system off the west coast. But you still see the flow mainly coming out of the west, so pretty much your progressive flow west to east. You have another little system that could bring us some snow activity if this is right. Have a frontal system off the east, or moving off the east coast, and another system about to move into the north and west. So the extended period looks somewhat active and a bit warmer. Satellite image from last evening, you see this clipper system that brought us the snow yesterday and last evening across the state beginning to move off to the east. A couple of clouds off to our west and fairly quiet across the rest of the country at this point. However, the watch warning map for last evening, you see winter storm warnings across Montana and then across from the eastern part of Iowa, which many of those were canceled early, off to the east into Pennsylvania. Elsewhere, fairly calm and fairly quiet at this point. QPF chart is also looking fairly quiet. This is precipitation through Saturday evening at 6 o'clock. Most of the precipitation you see in the state fell last night, so most will be across the Great Lakes, Texas, and the Northern Rockies.